The penultimate Season 3, Episode 2 of The Owl House for the Future, the penultimate episode of the series, unfortunately, gave us so many uplifting and devastating moments. Despite the shortened Season 3, this lore continues to expand as we head into the finale this spring. While Dana Terrace has said we won't be getting everything, F in the comments for the Hootie origin story we're never going to get, I want to explore what we have been given in these final episodes before doing an in-depth review if people are interested in that. Show your support and interest by liking the video, sharing, subscribing, ringing the bell. Consider donating here with the super thanks or at thethirdbill.com. You can also pick up merch there. Blah, 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 plug. Gaming channel where I stream twice a week. I played the Owl House Witch's Apprentice there. That's all linked in the description. Speaking of the description, there's also a link there to a card. They'll send you to resources for social awareness and education, mental health and crisis lines, Trevor Project resources, things like that, should you or someone you know need them. I guess also spoilers for the future, just in case. It'll be dropping on Disney Plus relatively quickly, at least in some areas. It's on YouTube. Go watch it. Keep supporting the show so we can get more stuff ideally. Maybe in the future, I don't know. A Funko Pop would be cool. I'll keep spending money on unlicensed stuff, Disney. Your move. My money's going somewhere Owl House related. There's a couple things I want to cover in this video, but I want to start on the collector. I want to look at those portraits. Sad thing. There's a couple things I want to talk about in this video, namely breaking down some things I noticed regarding the collector and the Titans, and also a theory that I have that the Clawthorns are the key to combating, I'll say, because I don't think they're going to defeat the collector, combating the collector, or more specifically, collector magic. We learned in this episode from Lilith that collector magic is negated by Titan magic. Now, we don't have much more to expand on that. I don't know if it goes both ways. Insert vibes joke here. I do think it's really interesting, but I also want to start with the things we know before going into my conjecture, my theory. I want to give a quick shout out to Andy Garner Flexner, one of the Owl House's art directors, who posted a tweet right as I'm about to record, zooming in on all the pictures and portraits that the team worked on. Shout out to everyone involved. I'll put up the tweet. Look at those handles. Thank all those people. Support the show. Support the artists. Made my day a lot easier. So also thank you on top of thank you for the gorgeous work that everyone puts into the show. So initially when I watched this, I thought the idea was the collectors were collecting in the sense of writing. There was that big book, the storybook, that the collector wants King to read to them. And I thought the idea was they're collecting knowledge, completely forgetting, despite my recent rewatch, that we've seen the Owl Beast get captured in a dream memory flashbacky thing to getting captured by a collector. So collecting is a lot more aggressive than I remembered in the moment. I was under the impression at first that the collector we know was supposed to watch and record the Boiling Isles and then directly interacted with the Titans and the inhabitants, and then the older other collectors had to go, well, guess we have to wipe them out because they know that we exist. That's what I thought we were getting at first. And then I got the chance, after recording all my frantic initial thoughts in my previous video, go check it out. They're fun. It's just supposed to be fun. I feel like a lot of people yell at me. Maybe that's me. But looking at the portraits directly, we see in the archive house, the castle in the sky, the crown, the tiara in the sky, we see Hollow Mind-esque portraits that seem to tell a story about the collector or the collectors. We see initially 3 big grayish bluish beings, more similar to the one that captured the Owl Beast in the flashback, looking over I'm assuming it's a planet or the Boiling Isles from space. And we see the littlest collector, a little matching to the orb, purple lad, assuming that is the collector that we've been spending our time with, which I think it is. You know, they're very childish in nature. His purple matches the purple of the planet. It makes me wonder if whatever a collector's job is or purpose exactly, this collector was assigned, and these older ones kind of took over or found it intriguing, leading them to engage with the Titans. Now, as we learned, Titan magic can negate collector magic. I'm wondering if this means the Titans either found a way to venture into space and discovered them, or the collectors realized upon collecting or gathering information about Titans, they took this as a threat and then attacked them. We see scared Titans reaching out and defending themselves against those 3. We see those collectors then don the skulls of Titans, just like the Titan trappers do, to presumably infiltrate or trick or combat the Titans or keep themselves hidden. But it also looks like this is the origin story of Titan trappers. As we know, Titan trappers worship collectors. We have an image of the Titan trappers attacking the Titan, the one that we've seen murals of. As we've learned since first seeing it in Echoes in the past, that's not a Titan, that's a Titan trapper. That's not a Titan, that's a Titan trapper disguised as a Titan. And then we see the image that changed how I saw this whole thing. There's now 4 collectors, not 3, and they're now smiling and embracing the little collector in the painting. The next image we see is the little collector surrounded by Titan babies that look a lot like King. I'm wondering if the collector we know was used to trick the Titans or get the Titan babies out of hiding or something. It would also help examine a lot of the collector's pinky swears, hatred and distaste of fibbing. There's a lot of dialogue the collector has about resenting being used or being lied to, and I'm wondering if that's what happened here. It's interesting how they kind of box out the collector in the first portrait, and then in the 5th one, they're, oh yeah, come on. They're smiling, they're reaching out their hand, and it's the collector meeting the little Titans. So already from that, we can surmise, we know the collectors fought the Titans, and yeah, I think during that battle, they wanted to get rid of all the Titans, something we even see King and Lilith and Ida refer to when the collector is spying on King, and then they look really sad. His eyes kind of, like, it clearly affects them. It's a nice little touch. I did notice it. I always thought it was regret at the mistake of the collector going friends, and then older collectors having to step in and go, dude, now they know you exist and we have to do this. We also get the celestial moments, which I don't know what to make of them. It kind of reminds me of like the Big Bang Theory kind of creation, Bazinga. It kind of reminds me of the Big Bang Bazinga theory. That's awful. So I'm wondering if this is, they observe us through the sun and the moon. Maybe there's something about their power and like the total planet eclipse lining up. Like Hades in the Disney cartoon from the 90s, or the Titans. The Titans, it all connects. Give it merchandise and more episodes, please. We love cinematic universes. It's a simple line that changed everything for me. But the fact that Titan magic can negate collector magic, it's kind of helped me fill in a couple of gaps when going over previous episodes. And I just really want to share the theory stuff now combined with what we know. Again, I don't know if this goes both ways, if collector magic can also negate Titan magic. However, we do already have instances of collector magic being negated. The nearest one to this revelation is Lilith crying over Toy Hootie, and her tear hitting his face briefly brings him back. He has humorous poetic dialogue, and then he doesn't speak again. And it made me wonder how that could happen. If Titan magic negates collector magic, how does Lilith Clawthorne fit into Titan magic? Well, there's glyphs, which already Lilith, Ida, and Luce, and even Bellows, Philip Bellows, Fabellos, Emperor Butthole, and many other characters. We've established that glyphs are connected to Titan magic, so maybe glyphs are something you can use against collectors. The other thing that's been used by Titan magic is anything with Titan's blood. Titan's blood connects directly to portals. Not only is it interesting to see that Luce is the only one who seemed to have had a pit stop in the in-between where this possible Titan, whoever this person is in a Titan skull, it could be a Titan trapper that tried to traverse the planet. King with time travel, King's dad, I'm somewhat unrelated, King's mom. I think they were sent to guard the collector. This could also explain the nameless entity, the vague implication that something was slowing Philip's process down and finding all the glyphs, but speeding up Luce's process connecting to these glyphs. It could all be connected, but there is somebody in there. I think they were sent there to watch over the collector who was imprisoned in the in-between. It would be a cool misdirect because the collector has also described King as, you look just like the person who trapped me here. That could be King's dad, the assumption we're all making. It could be King in time travel. Shout out to Elijah, aka Not So Average Fangirl, who put this thought in my brain and I can't get rid of it. Anyway, I don't have enough knowledge to really sink my teeth into the in-between moments, but it is interesting because portals as well as glyphs are the things we've seen the most of that do connect to Titan power, or in this case, Titan blood, in some way. Why does this matter, Bill? Yes, I'm going to tie this back into the hootie hole theory. If you haven't seen that video, please check it out. I love that video. Every episode, it gets more and more accurate. They called me a madman. I also still think that the brown bars wrapping around the collector is Hootie. I don't know why. Hootie hole theory for life. I believe in the hootie hole theory. Leave a comment. Do you believe in the hootie hole theory? It's audience engagement. Portals, 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 portals. It's all connecting back to portals. Interestingly enough, as we see King reading a bedtime story to the collector, per his request, they're getting all toasty warm in bed. It looks like some sort of collector lore training manual history thing. It's this massive book. What flies, what swims, be it predator or prey, seal them up so they may never fade. The page that we see describes a collector, or more what they do. Maybe it's their company mantra. Maybe it's their elevator pitch. We do see that there is a line that gets scribbled out. Should they meddle in our affairs, we'll clean the planet and scorch the air. Already scorch the air makes me think boiling rain. It'd be interesting if there were many ramifications in the Boiling Isles because of this interference and this conflict. But yeah, clean the planet makes me think, yeah, they got rid of the Titans, and then life amassed from their rotting bodies, which were left behind. No one was there to finish cleaning up the planet, making me think there are no more collectors. However, when we see the book again, and what the collectors scratched out and added, playing is more fun, make friends instead, and the others stink, boo. Again, this makes me wonder if the collectors as a collective, this is hard to describe, if the collectors as a collective tricked the collector that we know into helping them get rid of the Titans or find the babies or something. That's fun. If you look on the other page, you can make out 2.5 words. What looks like interdimensional, but it's dimension, but longer, with an R in front of it, I think. I've spent way too much time looking at this. Well, shout out to Christian Palacios, I hope I said that right, a prop designer for the Owl House, who tweeted a bunch of great prop designs, including the book I've been staring at for several days. Apparently there's a chance that it's a Star versus the Forces of Evil reference, which I haven't seen. I kind of want to do a video about it. It might be a reference. It could be alluding to more things. I'm still going to use it as a launching off point for my theories, but I just want to acknowledge, yes, there are more words and it could be super relevant. It doesn't impact the video, but I wanted to add it. The first word looks like it could be interdimensional. The second word is dimension. The third word is family. Interdimensional, dimension, family, portals. If we are to believe everything we've learned so far about Caleb, Bellos, and Evelyn, what's a family that's born of multiple dimensions? An interdimensional family, the Clawthorns. Wouldn't it be interesting, since we've seen Lilith cry on Hootie, and that briefly awakened him, what if the existence of Clawthorns challenges the Collector's magic in its own way? Again, there's also the chance that they could be exposed to Titan magic from traveling through the portal. Lilith has traveled through that portal twice. Same with using glyphs. Or, I know I'm a sucker for found families, so this is one that I have the most personal investment in. By being family with King, this makes the Clawthorns technically Titans, completing that found family arc. Because also Lilith out and out says, my nephew, right before my heart got smashed in two and my soul left my body, Lilith does declare King her nephew. King does declare Luce his sister. There's still a connection between Caleb and the Titan, even if he and Evelyn never had kids. It doesn't have to be literal descendants, and it would be ironic that Bellos severing his relationship literally with Caleb and Evelyn is what prevents him from having this ultimate power that he sought the whole time. It would have expedited his whole awful evil process if he had embraced his family and accepted his brother and his sister-in-law, we'll say. It would make everything come full circle if there is a connection not only in found families, but also in this extended interdimensional family that creates the Clawthorns. Even if it's not literally by being a Clawthorn, with or without the lineage of Caleb and Evelyn, what would this found family be if not an interdimensional family? It would also service Ida's final arc, as she still insists Luce is with her real family now. Embracing your found family, embracing the relationship that you have, valuing yourself as well as those in your life, I think it would be a lovely full circle moment if the key to saving the day, as it were, is everyone embracing who they are, being understood, and also Ida acknowledging that while Luce is with her biological mom, they're still family. And also, for the Rada people, including myself, confessing your love for Rain could extend this radioactive family magic to Rain, and then Rain safe the end. Who else is part of this family? Hootie. Hootie hole theory, baby! I did it. It's all coming full circle. I've put way too many chips in the hootie hole theory. And yes, let's explore the fact that somehow by creating an interdimensional family through Evelyn and Caleb, that would even link the Clawthorns to the portal, which was by their house. Personally, the found family one is the one I'm adhering to the most here, but I also wouldn't be shocked if Caleb and Evelyn used glyphs, which would then make it anyone who's used a glyph, or the portal, anyone who's traveled through the portal. Yes, I know that Lilith was turned into a toy, but maybe could be that Lilith doesn't know how to access that power yet. And also, what is Luce if not a literal child of both worlds? A shifter, a snake shifter. String bean. It would also be a great foil to Bellos rejecting his family if he too is technically a Clawthorne, but he rejects the concept. Just something I found really interesting. It would also tie back to Ida being able to just find King's Island, which no one else has been able to do except for King when he takes Luce, Hootie, and Lilith. Ida found it by herself. Again, a connection there, or even that maybe Titan that's in the in-between guiding everyone together. Going all the way back to the Collector for a second, because this is just conjecture on my part, I think the Collectors trapped the Collector. I hope that sentence makes sense. I think the other Collectors trapped the Collector with the Titan. Titan magic was needed to free the Collector. It could be Titan magic can undo Titan magic, but also we learned Titan magic negates Collector magic. I'm wondering if the Titans and the Collectors trapped the Collector, or the Titans were also tricked into trapping the Collector by the other Collectors. Just something I noticed, proving to me that the relationship between Titan magic and Collector magic is more than just conjecture or theory in this world. I think it's fact. Again, this one sentence of Titan magic negating Collector magic now ropes in so many little things. We all know the scene. Luce, I'm so happy I had you as a big sister. It's fine, I just miss my sisters a lot. The Collector tries to pull King away. King, you pinky swore, but Luce is still hanging on. While using plant glyphs to tether herself to the ground and keep the portal together, Luce hangs on to King. The Collector is so strong that he can flick Bellos into pudding, but he can't pull King away from Luce because Luce was using a glyph, because Luce was using Titan magic. So many little things where it's like, it's not a big deal, but sometimes when I think about it, I'm like, man, Gwendolyn really had an impact on you. I'm also hopeful that Camila's gonna play a big role in this after embracing her love for Galactic Frontiers. A Galactic Frontier fan would definitely be able to help, or at least be in awe of, this child of the stars, this space magic setting that we seem to be going in. Glyphs are powered by the Titan. Titan magic negates Collector magic. Therefore, glyphs negate Collector magic. I've wanted this whole time for glyphs to make the biggest comeback. I thought maybe the draining spell was going to do it. We were going to see Ida and Lilith teaching Bump how to use glyphs. And it's a shame the leak happened because I had so many theories that I wanted to do a video on before the episode. I was dead wrong, but it was still really fun to imagine. I want glyphs to come full circle in some big way. And this might be it. Also, loose means light, something a lot of people have pointed out to me in a lot of comments throughout all my videos. What if the Clawthorns are in a way a glyph? I don't know if that makes any sense. Is Ida the fire glyph because she's hot? I don't think any of that makes sense, but that's where my mind starts to take me. Anyway, either way, there's a power in being connected to this found family. That's just me. I had a theory that basically came true, but in a better way than I thought it would, where the Bellos bag theory, where I thought Bellos was made of glyphs like paper mache. This one is a theory that I also really want to see, and want to see better in how I'm explaining it. I don't want this to sound like it's a genealogy thing. I think it's more of, again, found family. It's the family that you form. I don't think it's literally you have the blood of a human and a blood of a witch, although it would also bring in the half a witch Willow and half a witch Hunter, half a witch Huntlow. Half a witch Huntlow. Oh, that made me sad. I regret that. Half a witch Winter, half a witch Huntlow. I'll include both, so whatever you call that ship, I want everyone to feel just as sad hearing that. But I think there's something in that. Huntlow just made Willow a part of that equation too, but also Gus is definitely a part of it. They literally did the with the spell declared let this pain be shared visual at the end of season 2. I can't unsee it. I can't unlove it. It's one of my favorite subtle things in the show. You can't tell me that's not what happened. I will die on that hill. Anyway, I know I'm a sucker for found families. I have my own found family. I'm not related to 75% of the people I consider family. So I know I'm a sucker for found families. I think it would bring it all full circle in this beautiful way. And I'd love to know your guys' thoughts. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell and all that stuff. Share this around. Engagement. Engagement would cultivate more Owl House theories. I want to do a big deep dive breakdown on For the Future. Also, when the show is done, I'm going to be doing a huge retrospective on the Owl House, the show. So that'll be my way of coping with that. Engage with more if you want more, or if you want to see my initial thoughts and me trying to piece everything together in a short amount of time while also being sleep deprived. I just did a video on For the Future as well as thanks to them. Don't forget to officially support the show any way you can on YouTube or on Disney Plus at the beginning February 8th. Again, resources in the description, as well as my gaming channel where I stream twice a week. That's in the description. I hope to see you next time I upload or go live. I hope everyone's staying safe. Be mindful of others. Wear a mask if you go out. And remember to take care of yourselves, please.